Welcome to the Big Spike. We're at Ashbridges Bay on the shores of beautiful Lake Ontario. FIVB world-class action, Toronto Open style. I am Dan Gallagher, and we got a great show planned for you today. We got the men's bronze and the men's final. And to call all that action, two men's men, Charles and Brendan. Take it away, boys.
Dan, there should be some great men's volleyball to watch coming up on the Big Spike. Charles, we have a bronze medal match and a gold medal match. Let's talk first about the bronze medal match. These are two dark horses that kind of came out of nowhere. Both guys discarded recently by their partners, so they just said, hey, you want to team up and play in Toronto? That's Rob Heidger and Kevin Wong, and they're playing against the veteran team of Karch and Adam Johnson.
Well, there are a couple of big guys, and when you got Heidger in the front row, although he has a bad hand, he's got it all wrapped up, he still is able to put up a really imposing block, and Kevin Wong, for a big guy, plays great defense, so you know, who knows what can happen.
As for the gold medal match, that should be interesting too. It's an all-Brazilian affair, and Jose Loyola, generally acknowledged as one of the best players in the world, if not the best, or the most exciting, has a score to settle here in Toronto because he and Emmanuel were supposed to win last year and they lost to Argentina. They're back in the gold medal game against their countrymen, Zimarco and the youngster Ricardo.
Well, look out for Zimarco and Ricardo. You know, watching Ricardo, he's just got these telescoping arms, and he's a big blocker. He's young, so it'll be a question of whether or not he can handle the pressure.
So it should be good. Bronze and gold. Lots of good volleyball action ahead on the Big Spike.
Coming up on the Big Spike, the men's bronze and gold matches from Toronto. And later, the women's final from Parksville on Vancouver Island.
Karch came to Toronto in search of a record 140th career Pro Beach Volleyball Championship. He won't get that record this time as he lost in the semis, but he could leave with a bronze medal. Still a great player, relying as much on savvy at age 38 as he once did on skill. His partner Adam Johnson is 34 years old, but don't think his game is eroding. These two have won plenty on the American Tour and are regularly in the top 5 or 6 on the World Tour. Can they end up on the podium in Toronto? To grab the bronze, Karai and Johnson will have to beat another American team. Kevin Wong is 6'7", pretty good blocker, but also a good enough digger that he often plays in the backcourt. And he allows his new partner, Rob Heidger, to play at the net and do a lot of the blocking. This is their first FIVB tournament together. They're a team that was thrown together, a team that knocked off some big names to get the bronze medal match. A podium finish for Wong and Heidger would be huge. The bronze medal is on the line on the men's side of the tournament, and Karch will not get that 140th championship as he is not in a position to win the gold, so that'll have to wait for him to officially surpass his old comrade, his old ally, his old nemesis, St. John Smith. But Karch can go home from Toronto with a bronze medal if he and Adam Johnson can beat the other American team of Rob Heidger and Kevin Wong. Rob Heidger on the left, Kevin Wong on the right. Again, Charles, this is a new team just sort of thrown together because they were both discarded by their previous partners, but here they are, the chance to walk away with a bronze.
Well, I tell you, I'd like to have those kind of discards because they're both incredible athletes. They're both tall, they both move really well, and they prove themselves to be good enough to be in this bronze medal match out of all the teams that came here.
Once again, Rob Heidger is somewhat handicapped by a bad hand. He hurt it blocking, and it's been bandaged up, so he really can't do any hand setting. You'll see him mostly bump set as Kevin Wong starts off with a nice cut shot and a good side out there. Rob Heidger also, when he goes up to block, pretty much has to protect the sore hand, and he blocks with one hand.
And we saw in the semi-final match that the teams went after Kevin Wong for two reasons. One, Heidger does have to bump set, and two, Wong maybe not the strongest offensive player.
Karch gets a chance to poke, and Kevin Wong at 6'8" knocks that back. This time Wong guesses right and peels beautifully. Chance to score on transition. Nice job by Kevin Wong out of Hawaii.
Beautiful job from Kevin Wong. First one, eyes open, hanging with the attacker. Watch it here, he's going to hang. See, there's the ball, stretches the hand. Second one, fake block and peel. Nicely done, and able to convert on transition with the roll shot, cross court.
Good job by the big guy. He played his college ball at UCLA. There's the running floater from Rob Heidger. Gives Karch a little trouble, but Adam Johnson able to put him on. And Heidger digs that ball with his sore hand. Little joust at the net. He's got it back up again. And what a great play by the American team, just thrown together recently, of Heidger and Wong. A great job for a point there. They lead 2-0.
Heidger fully extended on that play, brings that ball up. Now take a look at the action here. Watch Heidger on defense. First he's extending down fully, and then up, tight joust to the net, and another play where he brings the ball back up, and then the pokey down the line. What a way to finish.
Great job by Rob Heidger. His college ball at UC Santa Barbara.
Over. Go,
and a hitting error there by Adam Johnson with a big block of Kevin Wong staring him in the face. 3-0 for Wong and Heidger now.
Well, he decides not to go over the block that time, but to try to carve around the block, and that block taking away huge angles. So he's not able to complete the offense.
Kevin Wong goes about 6'8", got long arms. That'll make you change your mind at the net. But not a problem for Karch on that one as he pounds it around the arms of Kevin Wong and in for a strong side out there. Still 3-0. They serve Rob Heidger. He's going to swing with Karch right up there. AJ's popped it up for Karch. And now Johnson with a chance to score and blasted off a couple of hands. And 3-1 now. Karch and AJ are on the board.
And that's a terrific set from Karch. It's a bump set, but he squares his body perfectly, presents a super platform to the ball. Starts with a dig, but watch that. Look at Karch. Perfect extension to the ball, flat surface, gives Johnson the great set.
Adam Johnson floats a serve in there and leaves it up to Karch to do the blocking. Pokey is gobbled up by Adam Johnson. Chance to score. There's his pokey. And the Americans have it up on the other side, and they score with a little help from the tape. Both guys were on their knees, and Kevin Wong was able to score with that.
That's called the sniveler, that one that just kind of snivels its way over the net. But, you know, you got to give full marks to the defense here. Nobody quits on the play. First the get. Now look at that, on his knees. And again, no quit. Very, very important in volleyball that you go until the ball is down. You at least make the effort because you just never know what will happen.
Saved the point there, so still 3-1. Heidger and Wong have the serve back. Adam Johnson with a swing at the net. And they are just having no problem with Kevin Wong's block. They're getting around those big arms.
You know, it's just awesome sets from Karch that time. He's in the middle of the court because the pass isn't particularly good. But look at, he just pops it up. It's got the right rotation, and Johnson, I mean, that's just served right up on a platter.
Boy, Karch is such a veteran. 139 career victories, including 3 FIVB crowns. Very much decorated. Some people call him the Wayne Gretzky of beach volleyball. Very smart player. And that ball sails out on the hit by Rob Heidger. So a point for Karch and AJ. It is 3-2. They trail the team of Heidger and Wong as there's a side change here at center court.
Hey folks, why not join us at the beach? The party's still going from last year at Parley Beach in New Brunswick. And we close out the season with the Canadian Championships from Wasaga Beach. The sun is free, the surf is free, and well, the admission is free too at Labatt Blue Pro Beach Tour.
We're set to resume the action on center court. Ashbridges Bay in Toronto. Brendan Connor with Charles Parkinson on the big spike, and this is men's bronze medal action. Oh, great dig by Kevin Wong, but Rob Heidger was on the net in the block attempt.
Trying to reach just a little bit too much, and every single touch of the net is a violation in the outdoor game. You cannot touch it at any time.
6-3 for the team of Heidger and Wong. Karch has done a great job as an ambassador to volleyball as well. Signed 1 million autographs here this weekend. Stood there for pictures to be taken and everything. Hitting error by Rob Heidger that time gives a point to Karch and AJ. 6-4 as we change sides at center court.
When we come back, the Americans continue to battle for the bronze, plus a whole lot more right here on the Big Spike.
Rob Heidger pretty new to the FIVB circuit. He's played at AVP for a few years, but new to the international circuit. And this performance, gutsy performance with injuries and all, really gain him some respect among the players, as he does a nice job there with the axe handle dig, and then they pop it up and they score a point. 10-9 now.
Perfect shot. Kevin Wong, actually a pretty good defensive player for a big man. But boy, I tell you, when it's set like that and you got no block, it's a gift for an attacker.
10-9. Heidger and Wong down by 1. Karch Karai drills one down the line.
Good swing from Karai. He's been going cross court, and Wong has been making that adjustment to go over and make those digs. But Karch just comes in and says, okay, defense is cross court, I'm going down the line.
It's back to a 1-point lead for the man in the pink hat and his partner, Adam Johnson, back at the service line. Sends the floaty over to Rob Heidger. Set off the net. Karch got him this time, but you know what? Heidger and Wong still have that ball up. Now a chance for Karch to score, though. Drills it off of Heidger's block. That is a nice point, a well-deserved point. 11-9 for Karai and Johnson.
Good transition play from Johnson and Karai. Nice pickup from Heidger. The ball's going to go off. Karch is peeling, and he makes the dig on the deep ball, and then he pops it off the block. No mistake for a transition point.
So it's 11-9 for Karai and Johnson. They'll change sides. Maybe we'll see a closeout here in the bronze medal match. And don't forget, still to come on the Big Spikes, searching for gold. It's an all-Brazilian final. Jose Loyola and Emmanuel against countrymen DeMarco and Ricardo with $30,000 US. First place prize money on the line. This is great volleyball, but it's a long, drawn-out match, and eventually somebody makes a mistake, and Adam Johnson makes one there.
Great serve, a float serve that seemed to rise as it crossed the net. Really fooled Adam Johnson.
Karch Karai set pretty tight, uses the pokey, and scores on the side out.
It's just amazing how high Karai can get, because that ball drifts way, way over towards the block. And you think, in fact, that the block's going to get that before Karai does, but he just extends right over top.
Well, the only thing perhaps more impressive than the endurance these guys are showing on the court is the endurance of the Brazilian fans. Partying up there, and there isn't even a Brazilian team on the court right now. There's a mistake by Kevin Wong and Rob Heidger. They think it was a joust, and you know what? It wasn't. Kevin Wong doesn't really have an argument there.
Well, what Kevin Wong is saying is that he was attacking the ball, and he hit it off the block's hands. Let's take a listen.
Into the net and then off there?
It was here on my side. No doubt about it. There was no touch of the block. Believe me.
Oh my God! It's right here in front of you.
No, that's what I'm so sure. It was right there. It was here. Outside.
They got to be very careful. Don't let this get to them psychologically. You can't get buried in one play. You got to put it behind you and move on.
Well, I thought that he was claiming that it was a joust, and it really wasn't, and he thinks the Karch reached over the net, or he thinks he wiped it off Karch's block, but really it didn't work out that way. Karch touched first. And the service error follows the argument, so AJ gives it right back to Heidger and Wong. It's 12-11 for Karch and AJ on that disputed point. Heidger and Wong have it back. A chance to tie things up again if they can get a big block here. Great dig by Rob Heidger. They've got it up. They've got a chance to tie. And they send it off the tip of Adam Johnson's fingers, and that is a point for Heidger and Wong. It's 12-12. What a battle.
Oh, they just will not quit, you know. Heidger showing really good defensive form here. Look, that's a reaction dig, pops it up, the ball set outside. Now he's going to make no mistake on that opportunity.
Adam Johnson with a hitting error at this side. The big block was there by Wong. So 13-12 for Heidger and Wong. What a turn of events here. 14-all. Karch Karai to serve. Short serve. Up he comes to block. Tight set and trouble. Rob Heidger with nowhere to go, and Karch gets the block and a point.
And Karch is very, very good when the ball is tight to the net of extending his arms over and cutting off the trajectory of the ball.
Karch serves up to Rob Heidger. Now can Karch get the block to win it? No, Heidger blasted down at a sharp angle. Does a great job facing match point. Comes through with the side out. Just under 2 hours now, this match. It's been a marathon. And you know what? Adam Johnson got himself in trouble with a bad pass, and then he got roofed by Kevin Wong. We're tied at 15, and there'll be a side change. Don't forget, the cap is 17. At that point, a 1-point victory will do.
I'm Sandra Pires from Brazil. You're watching the Big Spike.
A little help from the crowd as they try to close this out. It's 16-15, and Wong will serve for the match. 17 is the cap. Ooh, got a piece of that one from Adam Johnson, but not enough. Still 16-15, pardon me, but AJ and Karch do side out again.
And Heidger not quite strong enough on that block. You know, if he'd have been firm and over the net, he would have got that ball because he had the right angle. He just didn't have the right technique.
Can you imagine how sore these guys' leg muscles are going to be tomorrow? 2 hours out there in the sand. Karch and AJ trying to pull even, but Adam Johnson serves it long, giving the opportunity back to Rob Heidger and Kevin Wong. Heidger back to serve it, and there's Kevin Wong. He'll try to do the blocking. If he can block for point, he'll be all over here in the bronze medal match. Heidger's serve has them in trouble. Can Wong get the block here? Yes, he can. And that is it. Kevin Wong and Rob Heidger, a team just thrown together about a month ago, discarded by their regular partners, have won the bronze medal here at the FIVB event in Toronto. 17-15 over the veteran team of Karch Karai and Adam Johnson. What a nice story.